Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Uttoxeter Racecourse here on Friday. It is the 18th of October 2024. I'm going to look the fifth race at 3:55 from Uttoxeter, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for racecourses around the world, and I mean around the world. Join me tomorrow for my British Champions Day preview for Mascot, but let's look at the fifth race at 3:55, which is the Uttoxeter Racecourse New Year's Eve Race Day Handicap Hurdle. It's Class 2 Handicap Hurdle going for a purse of $23,500, race for 4-year-olds and upwards, horses rated 0 to 145. 8 horses are contesting 4,000 meters or 2.5 miles over the hurdle course. I'm going to take the 2-horse Lac de Constance as a top selection. I'm going to go 2-8-1 in the tricast trifecta. 2-8-1 tricast trifecta, top selection 2-horse Lac de Constance. This Dan Skelton trained 8-year-old gun by Marteline here. Harry Skelton gets the mount. The horse's most recent appearance came last fall, late last year on the 25th of November at Haydock. Soft ground, 2 miles 3/8 and a class 2 handicap hurdle, and the horse finished third by 4.5 lengths that day, and he was jumping well towards the back pack early on, but then when he just slowly got into the race, he had a few mistakes which caused him. He just couldn't get there late. I thought he saw a very tough race. He's coming here to a little bit quicker ground, which I think he should absolutely adore. Off the bench, I think he could really run a good race and finally get back to some winning ways for the first time in quite a few seasons. He had a great 2022 campaign. 2023, though, he hasn't really showed a lot, but I think with the time away, you should really freshen him up to get to the spot today. He ran 2 back in a Class 2 handicap hurdle entry last fall, 2.5 miles, 29th of October. He finished 5th by 18 lengths that day, and again, he sat back early, and he never really jumped a fluid race. He never got into it. It just wasn't his day to win. And then again, some tough horses in the spring of 23 at Warwick. 2 miles in a Class 3 handicap chase over the big obstacles. He finished 4th by 9 lengths, heavyweight that day. He just really, just never really got into it, and also had quite a few mistakes over the bigger obstacles. If you go through his form, when he runs over the smaller obstacles, that's when he really shows up a lot. He's back down in class here today, off the bench at 6-1. If he could show that form like he did a few years ago, I think he could win. I think the 8-horse Pretending for Gavin Sheehan and Lucy Wadman could win also. Was a winner going away at Cheltenham back in the spring in a 2.5-mile Class 2 handicap hurdle. Winning by 3 lengths. She was all out, much the best from a tracking trip. She jumped well, quickened up nicely. That was a very good race. Prior to that, Newberry on soft ground in 2 miles 3/8 in Class 3 novice handicap hurdle. Finished second by 1/4 lengths, and she made the race interesting late. She jumped well. She just couldn't get the good turn of foot late, but again, ran her heart out. Since coming to the bigger obstacles at the end of 23, she's really improved, really became a great horse. And, Vase and the boys shouldn't be a problem. I think at 5-2, she's a horse you definitely want to keep an eye on for your quad pod wagers. But to recount my selection for the 3:55, the fifth race from Uttoxeter, we're going to go take the 2-horse Lac de Constance. Give kudos to the 8-horse Pretending. 2-8-1 tricast trifecta. 2-8 in the multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.